Good morning. My name is Josh Weiss.
Good morning. My name is Betsaida Taboada.
Today, we have the honor to welcome you all to the North Springs High School Class of 2025 commencement ceremony. With lots of happiness and pride, we present to you the Class of 2025.
Buenos días. Hoy tenemos el honor de darles la bienvenida a nuestra ceremonia de graduación. Con mucho orgullo y felicidad les presento a la clase del 2025. Esperamos que disfruten de la ceremonia.
Please rise for the presentation of the colors and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and the playing of our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated.
We want to start off by thanking all of you for coming today to celebrate every single one of our graduates.
And to our graduates, y'all should be very proud of yourselves. You definitely deserve a cookie.
From the gas leak incident, the limited movement Fridays, and the fact that we're missing the new school by just a couple of years, we definitely had an eventful high school experience.
It's been a countdown to this moment since the very first day you walked into the school building. A very long countdown.
Super long. And it felt even longer these last couple weeks. But in a couple of hours, it'll all be over and a new journey will begin.
With that last final thought, we hope you enjoy the ceremony. Try not to cry too much.
Thank you for having us. Please welcome our principal, Scotty Hansen, to the podium.
All right, good morning, parents, staff, students, and community members. Thank you for being here today. I am Scott Hansen, the proud principal of North Springs High School, and I welcome you to the class of 2025 North Springs High School graduation ceremony. I would like to take a moment to welcome and recognize our honored dignitaries on the stage with us today. On the stage, we have Dr. Michelle Moranci, School Board Member for District 7, Ms. Katie Gregory, School Board Member for District 3, Mr. Marvin DeReef, Chief Financial Officer. Mr. Noel Malouf, Chief Operations Officer. Ms. Alexandra Bates, Zone 4 Superintendent. Ms. Denitris Evans, Principal of Dunwoody Springs Elementary. Ms. Lakasha Lee, Principal of Bison Springs Elementary. Ms. Jennifer Rosenthal, Principal of Spalding Drive Elementary. Ms. Shavonda Toomer, Principal of Woodland Elementary. Ms. Lori Woodruff, Principal of Sandy Springs Middle. I would like to also recognize my great admin team, Assistant Principals Eric Jones, Kevin Rogers, Mark Sheridan, Magnet Program Coordinator and Senior Class Sponsor James Landro, Graduation Coach Gina Ryman, Instructional Coaches Brittany Payton and Christine Picados, my Athletic Director Keith Thomas, and my school counselors Yolandria Weish, Mark Ellis, Chanel Shabazz. And last but not least, the members of our North Springs Top 10. I'd also like to welcome a special group of people at this time. So if any members of the armed forces, current, retired, and those that are getting ready to join the military, if you could please stand for a moment to be recognized by a very grateful audience. Thank you. You may be seated. Please welcome our student body president, Paulina Gonzalez, and our senior class president, Dior Atch, to the podium.
Thank you, Mr. Hansen, for that kind introduction, and good morning, faculty, friends, family, and the class of 2025. At last year's graduation, Mr. Zan advised me to start writing this speech early. And I tried, but every time I sat down, I felt stuck. Not because I didn't know what to say, but because I felt I had too much to say and not enough time to say it. So I'll skip the congratulations, because I'm sure that's something we'll hear plenty of today. And instead, I'll tell you something a little harder to hear. You're going to fail. You're going to mess up. You'll trust the wrong people, say the wrong thing at the wrong time, stay too long, leave too soon, and it's gonna hurt, and it will cause you to lose things. But here's what I've learned while serving as president. Losing something does not mean you walk away empty-handed. Fearlessness is built in misfortune, in the moments where you fail and you choose to keep on going anyway. I'm sure we've all seen that kind of fearlessness in our lives, whether it be in a friend, a mentor, a teacher, or a family member. I've seen that kind of fearlessness in my mom. Every opportunity I've had started with her sacrifice, leaving behind her home, language, and family for a future she couldn't see, but believed in anyway. Mami, tus sacrificios de dejar tu propia mamá y papá para ser mi mamá, de dejar tu hogar y tu país para construir uno nuevo para mí, Jenny y Jasmeri. Nunca se me olvida. Esta victoria es tuya también. So go out there, make mistakes, big ones, learn from them, grow, and don't be afraid to lose things along the way. Thank you and congratulations.
Good morning, friends, family, teachers, and the class of 2025. Standing before you as class president feels both surreal and monumental. It's not just that the fact that public speaking still makes my palms sweaty, knees weak, arms heavy. Shout out to Eminem for that line. It's that this moment represents how far we've come. As a class and as individuals, our collective bravery is truly rewarding. When I first walked into these halls, I was more reserved and often second-guessed myself. Like many young women of color who came before me, I was still discovering myself, where my voice fit in a world that sometimes overshadows us or even fail to represent us. However, these past 4 years have taught me how to speak up. Not perfectly or loudly, but powerfully. Leadership isn't about having all the answers. It's about Leadership is about showing up. It's about actively speaking up when your voice shakes, like right now. It's about using your platform to uplift others. Today, I want to take a moment to say this. To every student who has ever felt overlooked, underestimated, or misunderstood, your voice matters. You matter. The world needs and will hear your perspective. I would like to take a moment to recognize a few truly amazing individuals who have helped me turn my dreams into reality. Dr. Patterson, Ms. Ferris, Senora Romero, Ms. Salandro, Ms. Pam, and Ms. Palacios, and so many others. Thank you for your wisdom, your unique and quite peculiar sense of humor, Dr. Patterson, and your unwavering reminders that I, along with all my peers, deserve recognition, value, and so much more. Class of 2025, we have shared laughter, faced challenges, and grown over time. We've learned that success is not always a straight path. Sometimes it's messy and it often comes after experiencing failure. What truly matters is that we got up and kept moving forward. As you embark on this next chapter in our lives, remember this. You're allowed to take up space. You're allowed to grow. You're permitted to lead in your own way, in your own skin, and in your voice. Thank you so much, and please welcome Sadie Hoff and Avi Nabel to the podium.
Good morning, family, friends, coaches, teachers, and our graduating class of 2025. Throughout our 4 years in high school together, North Springs has given us a place to call home and a community to call our family. As we move into our next chapters, let's look back on the memories we've shared and the lessons we've learned that made us into the people we are today.
Not only has North Springs given us a strong foundation for the next steps of our education, but it has also given each one of us the opportunity to explore our individual interests. Being part of the engineering and computer science career pathways over my 4 years here has helped me discover a passion for what I enjoy studying most.
More importantly, the ability to pick our pathways at North Springs has connected us with groups of our peers that share the same interests, allowing us to work and grow together. I learned this through completing the healthcare career track.
But of course, school is much more than solving equations and writing essays. Beyond our studies, members of our class have seen great success on the stage through the amazing performances and art created here and on the fields. From our football team winning senior night at the end of an incredibly challenging season,
To the girls' soccer team traveling to Athens to beat Cedar Shoals in penalty kicks,
we all learned what it means to be resilient, a quality that is an integral part of the character at North Springs. What wasn't an integral part of our school's character was that guy who ran into the vending machine.
Another actual fundamental part of being a student at North Springs is helping our community. Through UNICEF's Water Walk, HOSA and Trium's holiday visit to a senior living home, and the Daffodil Club honoring the children of the Holocaust, our class has covered a lot of ground in showing acts of kindness to those around us.
However, we all know that getting to this stage did not come without challenges. We started our high school experience wearing masks to school due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and we ended it with the school under construction.
This taught us all the ability to adapt to change, and although these factors left our environment feeling less complete, the community we built here was full. Not only did North Springs introduce me to my best friends, but it has also taught me the importance of having those people that you can count on.
Wherever we all go, whether it be college, trade school, taking a gap year, joining the military, or joining the workforce, take with you the importance of building a support system around you. Surround yourself with people that celebrate you at your best and pick you up at your worst.
We also all learned that success does not come without hard work. Just as preparing for finals and AP tests with a bad case of senioritis seemed impossible, the future late-night study sessions and cramming for projects will be daunting, but it will all end up being worth it.
Don't shy away from challenges, and don't let fear stop you from doing things you want to do. Don't get too caught up on the struggles of life. You can't change the direction of the wind, but you can adjust your sails.
Remember to always balance your studies, careers, social life, and personal time, and most importantly, know that in both good times and bad times, the community you built here will always support you.
Finally, Sadie and I want to give some quick thank yous on behalf of our class.
To our teachers, Thank you so much for the countless hours and dedication you put into helping us learn and for pushing us to be the best versions of ourselves we can be. Whether it was hearing Mr. G's famous "Let's go" from all the way down the hallway, or finding every possible update and piece of advice on hug from a social distance, throughout these 4 years, our class has built truly special connections here.
To our coaches, instructors, advisors, and mentors, thank you for always believing in us and for instilling passion and qualities in us that we will carry throughout life. Special shout out to Coach Cowart for convincing me to play football and step outside my comfort zone.
And for helping me rebuild my passion for soccer and teaching me to always believe in myself.
Happy birthday, Coach.
To our families, thank you for supporting us through everything and for inspiring us to be better people every day.
And finally, thank you to our class for making this experience so special.
It has been amazing to share the past 4 years and grow up together.
Congratulations, class of 2025.
Now please welcome Ms. Weish, our head counselor, to the podium.
Good morning. North Springs High School boasts not only about having some of the brightest minds in the state of Georgia, but in the country. This year's senior class has earned over $7,775,466 in scholarships and awards. Our students should be applauded for these accomplishments. At this time, will all scholarship recipients please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. Please welcome Rebecca Ballou and Adam Greenstein to the podium.
Good morning, class of 2025. Over the course of 4 years, we have met so many people and have had many experiences that have altered the way we view the world. Together, we have gone through hours of homework, difficult classes. I'm sure a lot of you just thought of AP World. We persevered through many long final tests and crazy schedules. We have all found our own community that we resonated with, whether it's through sports, clubs, theater, band, or art. We have changed and grown as people, learning innumerable lessons applicable to our future selves. Now it is time to put all our new skills into work as we leap into the next phase of our lives.
One of the most important lessons I learned in high school was work ethic. When you get to a really difficult class, it can often be tempting to give up. It was definitely a struggle for me to juggle the workload of courses like AP World and AP Latin. But working through those tough classes made me better at handling stress. Like many of you, North Springs taught me how to manage my time wisely and to put in the work even when it is difficult or when I just didn't want to do it, because it is worth it. Always remember that most things that are worth doing are difficult, and persevering can be incredibly rewarding.
Through all this work, we have learned the invaluable skills of asking questions and advocating for ourselves. I learned the importance of advocating for myself last year in art with Mr. Sandlin. When I had a project warranting a 3D printer and asking and discussing with him the benefits a 3D printer has for art, we got 3. North Springs taught us asking questions will always be beneficial. Asking is always the first step to progress. Ask your teachers, peers, bosses, and friends for help. Ask them your questions. But luckily, those questions will no longer include, may I go to the bathroom? Ask yourself, what are your goals? What do you want to achieve? How can you help others? Just like Elephant and Piggy, we're learning and asking, would you like some of my ice cream? Is a way to connect, to care, and to grow. Because every step forward starts with a question.
Making connections with teachers and students is also something I will carry with me beyond high school. North Springs has so many amazing teachers and staff to lean on when things get tough. Shout out to Mr. Diamond, Ms. Kaminsky, and Ms. Olson for being amazing. Many of my teachers cared about me and would do their best to help when things were stressful. My friends also made North Springs a place I wanted to be rather than somewhere I had to be. They were people I knew I could rely on, whether to celebrate the good times or to get through the difficult ones. I hope to find people half as amazing as the community I have made here. I hope that you all keep your friends close and meet new ones in the future.
Keeping an open mind has allowed me to find joy in things I would have never expected. As a more quiet kid, joining a club based around public speaking such as Madi UN was initially off the table, but Mrs. Olson pushed me to join. I love the complexities of debating to solve real-world issues which I would never have found without keeping an open mind. As we enter college, military, or the workforce, keep an open mind. Keep an open mind to changing your major or changing your profession until you find your passion. Keep an open mind when meeting new people because one of them may become your best friend or be a connection to your dream job. And most importantly, push yourself to try something new because you may not always have a Mrs. Olson to push you to.
Our class has had a great 4 years, but this is just the beginning. We have a long way to go before we become the best versions of ourselves. But our advice today is this: don't forget your time at North Springs. Don't forget the lessons you learned and the people you met. Wherever you decide to go, keep asking questions, keep an open mind, and good luck.
And as my mom kept reminding me to say, call your parents. Please welcome senior members of our choral and theater programs to the stage to sing this year's senior song, The Climb.
Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments I'm gonna remember most. And I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb.
All right, we have some amazing kids in our building. In keeping with our program, I will now recognize our top 2 academic performers. Each graduating class has students who achieve the highest level of academic excellence. To be selected as valedictorian and salutatorian, a senior must have been enrolled in North Springs High School for all 4 years and have the highest cumulative numeric averages in their graduating class over the 4 years of high school. Our salutatorian, the student with the second highest cumulative GPA for the class of 2025, will be attending Georgia Tech in the fall and majoring in electrical engineering. I am pleased to introduce this year's salutatorian, Kingsley Ampanas.
Thank you, Mr. Hanson. Hello, everybody. It's nice to see that we made it through the chore of traversing through Atlanta traffic to be here today. Good morning to the class of 2025, students, staff, siblings, parents, and friends. Let's have a round of applause for you all. I'm not here to spend much of your time because there aren't really 24 hours in a day. That's for a later speech. For those who aren't familiar, be patient. And for those who are, no spoilers. North Springs has accomplished a lot in the past year. The music program headed its first music industry concert showcasing the talents of student groups. The theater department excelled in its productions of These Shining Lights and James and the Giant Peach. Project Dance was once again a massive hit. Our athletes competed fiercely, placing high in state competitions and showing Spartan might. We even broke ground for a new campus this school year. However, the only enjoyment we got out of that was an inadvertent half-day caused by a gas leak. Sadly, we're also gonna have to say goodbye to some of our beloved teachers. Math whiz Mr. G, best known as, film teacher Mr. Bakayao, and Major Powers of JROTC. Now, this is the part of the speech where I tell everybody things I've already heard a million times over. Change the world, follow your passion, this is the last time we'll see each other ever, and that Merriam-Webster Oxford Dictionary.com defines this as that. Those of you with world-bending ambition might make some change just in a different way than you expected. Perhaps Lockheed Martin or McKinsey decided to peel off a couple Benjamins for you. My military folks, you're not left off the hook either, because I know at least one of you is going to take out a hefty loan for a Hellcat. But wherever you end up, remind yourself to excel. I spoke earlier of the false notion of a 24-hour day. It's in fact our most accepted lie. For most of us, our day is slashed between time spent sleeping and in institutions we're either legally or financially obligated to be present in. This leaves us with just a sliver of time to ourselves, which makes up our actual day. That's significant because we often feel that we must be everywhere, doing everything at the same exact moment in time. This is impossible, and we've acknowledged this, but yet like Charlie Brown kicking a field goal, we try and try again to no avail. I mention all this to remind everyone to slow down just a little bit and lean on each other. Ask how your friends and family are doing. If you look to your left, then you look to your right, you'll see someone who's helped somebody else get to where they are today. And I'd like to personally thank all the clubs, friends, teachers, and staff for helping me along this journey. And most importantly, my family, because you all know who you are. And once again, congratulations to the teachers, staff, friends, and family of the class of 2025.
I would now like to recognize the class of 2025 valedictorian. The valedictorian for this year will be attending Davidson College in the fall and will be majoring in biology with a minor in neuroscience. I am pleased to introduce the class of 2025 valedictorian, Ms. Sarah Meiselman.
Thank you, Mr. Hanson. And congrats, class of 2025. And thank you, family members, teachers, and staff for being here to celebrate with us. Along my North Springs journey, two amazing teachers, Miss Kaminsky and Miss Martin, encouraged me to pursue biology, which I now plan to major in at college. Because I've spent so much time studying biology these past 4 years, I've noticed that many essential life lessons are hidden within the natural world. For example, I learned about homeostasis, which is your body's ability to maintain an internal balance despite external changes. Like when your body shivers to warm you up when your classroom is freezing cold. Shout out Coach Zand. Our bodies naturally maintain balance, whether in reference to temperature, blood sugar levels, blood pressure, etc. And that is a great reminder to keep our lives in balance too. Success and fulfillment are only possible if we maintain a balance of academics, work, sports, friendships, and family time in the next chapter of our lives. Find a balance that works for you. However, sometimes our balance is inevitably disrupted by the obstacles thrown our way, which is why being adaptable is just as important. Adaptability is everywhere in nature, like when your body immediately raises its internal temperature to kill a virus, or when you learn how to survive off less water because of the lines for the bathroom. These examples demonstrate the best response to an obstacle. Adapt to the situation to survive it, even if that forces you out of your comfort zone. Hopefully, the accomplishments we've achieved in high school show us that we are capable of persevering and thriving through whatever life throws at us next, even if that means we have to be a little flexible. A third topic I've learned while studying biology is that every cell in your body has a specific function that keeps you alive. Your skin cells act as a protective barrier against external threats. Your skull protects your brain from the door of a vending machine, and so on. Like the cells in our bodies, every person at North Springs has a specific job that keeps our community healthy. Personally, I am valedictorian not only because I did the work that I needed to do, but also because the people around me did their jobs exceptionally well. First, my teachers put an immeasurable amount of effort making sure that I got a well-rounded, phenomenal education. So in addition to Miss Kaminsky and Miss Martin, I'd like to shout out Dr. Patterson, Miss Picados, Mr. G, Senora Romero, and Miss Shabazz for putting in extra time to get to know me and to support me. Yeah. Please cheer. Okay. Second, my family supported me at home so that I had the energy to perform well in school. So thank you for being the best family ever. Third, my coaches really pushed me to be the best version of myself, and memories from my swim and golf teams are some of my favorites. So thank you, Ms. DeGive and Coach Zand, for keeping those teams alive and thriving. And finally, to my friends, thank you so much for giving me a reason to come to school every day, making me laugh and keeping me mentally sane. In the next chapter of our lives, I hope we all look to the world of biology for a reminder to maintain a balance of work and fun, to be flexible when the world around us changes, and to show gratitude towards the people in our community contributing to our success. Personally, I am so grateful to be part of this community, and I'm so proud of my class, the class of 2025.
Good morning, North Springs Spartans. I want to say good morning. Can you all say good morning to me, please? I want to say, because this is a running joke with us. So every morning I say good morning to every single student and teacher and staff member, adult that enters our building. And it started in earnest with this class right here as my way of saying, welcome to our building coming out of the pandemic. And what's funny is that on Friday, when we were getting ready to do our senior walks, I didn't say good morning to some people, and they called me out on it. It's like, Mr. Hanson, you didn't say good morning, and so good morning. This is gonna be the last time I get to say good morning to you, all right? So, good morning, and I'm so proud that you are here. I'm so happy to welcome our students, parents, family members, community members, and district staff for our North Spring commencement ceremony this morning. I am excited to be here with you this morning. I would like to give a special shout out to some really important people who have made an outsized impact on the graduates before us, and we've heard a lot about them already. First off, can we give a huge shout out to the teachers and staff at North Springs who have helped push, prod, and cajole our students to finish strong and make sure they are here today. Secondly, and this is a very important group, but the ones behind the scenes, always supportive, always making sure their students are present, have what they need to be successful, and get them to where they need to be. And that's our parents and families and community that support our young people. Can you please give them a hand as well? We are here to honor the amazing graduates in front of us. This group, over the last 4 years, completed middle school during the pandemic, started high school right after the pandemic, wearing masks, trying to regain and manage their academic footing after a year of hybrid learning. For some, it was really easy. For some, you really had to do some work to get here, and in the end, had to figure it out in order to be here. And parents, those of you that have talked to me, you've heard me say, they're gonna figure it out, they're gonna figure it out. They have, they are here. It doesn't matter how or when you finally got the clearance to be here today. The fact is that you made it is all that important. Figuring it out is important, and you did it. This senior class is a special one for a lot of reasons. I've gotten to know so many of our seniors this year out of any other group, and knowing them on a more connected level than most senior classes in the past. I have watched you celebrate your incredible successes in all aspects of your lives. I've also been there to cheer you on when maybe things didn't go so well. I've watched you grow up to be from the timid freshman entering the building after the COVID-19 pandemic to the amazing young people you are now, ready to go take on the world. You all are a very special group that your parents, relatives, and teachers have been watching to see you become the amazing people that you are. But guess what? The people in this venue are not the only people that have been watching you. This group of seniors has been studied from afar with amazement. Pew Research Group, huge worldwide research firm, a well-respected firm, has been watching these same students grow and outperform their peers since 2012, when tests and other assessment data started to show that these young people, the ones in front of us, were truly something special. You see, back in 2007, we were a part of a wave of young people who decided in 2007 that this was the best year to bring children into the world. The amount of children that were born in the year 2007 and would form the basis of this class of 2025 is the single largest graduating class since the baby boom generation in 1957, that last group. To put that in perspective, and it makes sense a little bit later on, in 2007, 4.3 million babies were born in the United States. And those 4.3 million bundles of joy are now getting ready to walk across the commencement stages all over. Oh, got this backwards here. To give you a perspective, normal US births are in the normal range of 2.1 to 2.3 million students annually. So there are 2 million more students that are graduating this year. That makes this group larger by several magnitudes. But there's more to this group than just the size. The graduating class of 2025 is not only the largest, but it is the most diverse in history, with more first-time college students than ever before. This group will be the largest when it comes to students entering college, with estimates being 70% of this graduating class will enter college as freshmen, a whopping 3.1 million students. So why is this important? I've been much more aware of this year for a lot of these things, with college acceptances being one thing in particular. I've watched a lot of students who would have been a shoo-in last year and will be a shoo-in next year to get in their schools struggle with their not getting into their first choice. And that hurts. Spartans, you are not the only ones that have experienced this. This is a frustrating experience among the entire class of 2025 across our nation. When you started applying for colleges this fall, you were competing for the same college spots that were available last year when only 2.3 million students were applying as well. I've seen many students frustrated by this process, and as parents, we have been frustrated as well, and I know you're frustrated. But my go-to line, and this is what I've shared many, many times, it doesn't matter where that spot is, where you will be next year. It does not matter. Wherever you land, you are going to go on and do amazing things because that's just the first spot. That's just the first stop that you are going to make. I know, and your parents know it as well, but the class of 2025, you have to believe in it as well. So, as large as this class is, you also need to know that you will be competing with this peer group for the next 40 years of your lives. You'll be competing for scholarships, internships, jobs, and careers for the next 40 years among this 4.3 million students. 40 years is a really long time. You're gonna play for the long game. This isn't meant to scare you, but on the contrary, it's meant to propel you to think differently. As you go on to the next part of your journey, you need to think differently, differentiate yourself, make yourself and your talents unique so that when you go for that career, when you go for that opportunity, the people sitting across the table say, I want you because you are unique, you are different, and you're gonna make our company and organization better. I know you can do it. All you have to do is figure it out. I would encourage you to learn to say yes more. I would encourage you to offer to do new things, to take on new responsibilities, to get out of your comfort zone and make yourself stand out. Rather than say, I don't know how to do something, say, I would like to grow and learn, please show me how. That makes all the difference in the world. Being flexible and adaptable, and I've heard that multiple times, is a part of your strength as you start competing with others in this graduating class. I mentioned the baby boom generation in that last group in 1957. They set the bar for a lot of things that we take for granted. Think for a moment about what the baby boom generation gave us in modern society. The civil rights movement, the technology like the modern TV, cell phones, computers, and the internet. They gave us great music. They sent people into space and returned them home. They landed a man on the moon. They've created health opportunities that have increased life expectancy of mankind. We recycle more, we care more about the environment, and we care more about each other because of that baby boom generation. Guess what? While those accomplishments for the baby boom were their ceiling, that is your floor. That is where you start with. That is where you start with. So that is what the class of 2025 will do and accomplish. And what will you accomplish in the future? Who among you will be the first person to walk on Mars? Who will cure cancer or Alzheimer's? Who will be the first person that creates the self-driving car? Who will be the first person that creates the hypersonic plane that allows us to travel around the world in minutes instead of hours? Who will teach AI how to make us dinner? Please do that. Who will be that person that figures out how to bring us all together for humanity's sake? My bet is on you. And I can tell you from the heart that we won't stop watching you, and the world will not stop watching you to see what you will become and the great things that you will do in the future. Go into this world, figure things out, and make the world an amazing place for everyone. I know you can do it. So, please help me welcome Dr. Michelle Moranci, Fulton County School Board Board Member for District 7, and Ms. Katie Gregory, Fulton County School Board Member for District 3, to the podium, please.
Good morning, everybody, and congratulations to the class of 2025 at North Springs. By the authority vested in us by the Fulton County Board of Education, we certify that these graduates have met the graduation requirements of the state of Georgia and are hereby entitled to the rights and privileges afforded to holders of a Georgia high school diploma. Congratulations. Mr. Hanson, please come forward.
Thank you. At this time, we will begin the delivery of diplomas. We ask you to remain seated, hold your applause, exercise proper decorum so that all graduates' names can be heard firmly by their family and friends. Thank you. Are we ready?
Let's rock and roll.
got the wrong microphone. There we go. Here we go. No, I think right here. All right. All right. Sarah Meiselman. Kingsley Amponsa. Rebecca Ballou. Evan Firestone. Adam Greenstein. Sadie Hoff. Lindsay Mursky. Avinash Nabel. Betsira Tabata. Joshua Weiss. Vasilios Beronimis. Zaria Dean. James Paramore.
What's your name?
I'm Mr. Day.
What's your name?
I'm Mr. Day. You're going to go right over there to Mr. Henson. Walter Vinson. Mutez Al-Salani. Giovanni Alvarado. Stephen Alvarado Patatan. Christopher Alviera Ochoa. Jean-Yves Amuzu. Ezekiel Anderson. Janelle Anthony. Leslie Aranda. Dior Athja. Jaden Austin. Favor Ioka. Shiva Azizan, sorry. Mohammed Ba. Antonio Balestre Gonzalez. Joshua Banks. Jordan Bartlett. Jack Balin. Yair Benitez Maldonado. Yanni Baramides. Charles Burst. Jordan Blake. Isaiah Blanding. Ainsley Bocath. Micah Bradford. Camden Brown. Parker Brown. Deja Bryan. Madison Bryan. Shamari Buckhalter. Safer Belvas. Juliana Burgos Alvarado. Journey Burks. Takai Burris. Nerea Callender. Sinai Camp. Kiera Campbell. Phoenix Conchalo. Rafael Carrillo. Kiana Carter. Fernando Castillo. Caleb Cephas. Anthony Chadman. Tyler Change. Brooke Chappell. Zanira Cheatham. Terani Jones. Chester, excuse me. Annabella Turaney, Destiny Cohen, Lynn Caleras, Jacoby Collins, Kaylin Kunda, Evan Cooper, Damian Cornelio, Emery Korsch, Harrison Crawford, Trainaya Crosby, Caitlin Curtin, Jordan Daly, Jamadi Dawson, Krishana Davidson, Alexis Davis, Jonathan Davis, Trinity Davis, Tristan Davis, Marcellus Dawson, Jake Dean, Luca Drenberg D'Souza, Jerron Devlin, Rashid Diallo, Danielle Dyfils, Alexandra Dobre, Nathan Dollinger, Justice Edmond, Zachary Eisenstadt, Deja Ellis, Melvin Evarista Perez, Fabian Fernandez, Maxwell Firestone, Reagan Feisel, Luis Forgieri Palmer. Okay. All right. Oh, I forgot that. Thank you. Lara Forrest, Corinne Francis. I told to slow it down. Sarah Franklin, Simone Elise Franklin, Micah Frazier, Cadence Gaither, Josue Galdamos, Joey Garcia Noyola, Randy Garcia Noyola, James Ganna, Brandon Gibbons, Asia Gibbons, Janaya Giles, Henry Gill, Emerson Goldberg, Ryan Golden, Alan Gomez Mariquin, Diana Gomez Nazario, Samuel Gomez Patron, Sal Gonzalez Labra, Paulina Gonzalez Melchor, Ellington Gore, Louisa Gurgol, Nevaeh Green, Tranquilia Green, Andrew Grigoriev,
Benjamin Grisette. Giselle Guzman Rocha. Kaylee Ha. Marissa Hall. Robert Hall. Tedrick Hardy. Robert Harris. Max Hassler. Asia Hayes. Louisa Hayes. Kalan Henderson. Aziza Hennix. Brandon Henry. Daniela Hernandez Zamudio. Destiny Hernandez. Omarian Herrera Abarca. Salma Herrera Panchi. Harmony Hines. Caden Hines. Thomas Hogan. Simmons Horn. Jaden Hoyes. Diana Ignatenko. Jada Iman. Madison Ivory. Aiden Jackson. Anastasia Jackson. Jace Jackson. Christopher Janowski. Samantha Jefferson. Renrick Jeffrey. Akira Johnson. Catherine Johnson. Montique Johnson. Tanaya Johnson. Khalees Johnson. Elijah Jones. Gustavo Jones. Jacob Jones. Tamaya Jones. Kamani Joseph. Xavier Josie. Alexis Justice.
Sanat Cologne. Chris Kamisendu. Salman Korea. Desaya Cato. Joy Rihanna Kelly. Cameron Kelly. Eric Kemp. Lydia Kennedy. Sarah Carducci. Christian Ketteru. Marilyn Kimon. Kara Kraus. Brandon Large. Last. Lanaya Laster. Noah Lazarian. Eduardo Eleta Alavera. Leah Lolanic. Kanaya Lewis. Liberty Lewis. Aliyah Liberty. Odea Liberty. Okay, here we go. Beatrice Lima de Oliveira Ferreira. Tajay Livist. Valentina Lopez. Willie Lopez Gomez. Nathan Lucas III. Zoe Mina. Cecilia Murat. Roger Martinez Carreras. Brianna Martinez Garcia. Justin Martinez Escobar. Andrea Mawuko. Jada May. Isaiah McIntyre. Helen Mendez. Nayeli Mendez Garcia. Abigail Menser. Gregory Milton III. Carolina Merole. Kira Mobley. Syed Mohammed Osman. Miles Moncrief. Adai Moore. Sean Moore. Savannah Moorer. Jordan Moreland. Roman Morris. Samira Muqtadir. Robert Muse. Warren Mushimbushi. Dylan Nallenweg. Hayden O'Connor. Jayla O'Neill. Robor Ogedebe. Osasenega Okoyaman. Mofi O. Gold O. Diego Ortega. Paula Ortiz Garcia. Aldo Panchi Lopez. Alexandra Pandura. Gonzalo Paredes. Stephen Patrick. Leilani Perkins. Jaden Felipe. Lorraine Pitter. Tatiana Plummer. Matthew Pointer. Speed it up. David Prada Poveda. Jasmine Quintanilla. Eletsira Quintero. Mia Radford. Christian Ralph. Adrian Ramirez. Joel Ramsey. Okay. Michael Redmond, Jr. Oh, sorry. Jakila Reedy. Elijah Reese. What? Joshua Regis. Rita Reeves. Jacob Reed. Colt Reinstein. And Angeles Raquena. Ashley Reza Gomez. Cieja Richards. Morgan Rigsby. Phoenix Rivera. Sammy Rakab. Anna Rodriguez. Gregory Russell. Cyan Sainville. Ravion Salazar. Gabrielle Solomon Vasquez. Deshaun Samuel. Naya Sanchez. Nicole Sanchez Suarez. Jonathan Sannon. Jasmine Santana. David Silva Hernandez. Abigail Simon. Zamaya Simpson. Antonio Sisson Jr. Jaleel Smith. Truth John Smythe. Juan Solis Santana. Bishop Sorrells. Felipe Soto. Kinaria Spillman. Kinesia Spillman. Naila St. Louis. Nyla Stallion. Hendrix Stewart. Rebecca Stifle. Riley Stivers. Juliette Stoya. Samaya Stovall. Okay. Micah Soser. Demi Summerall. Onesia Tapia. Alexa Tamariz Mendoza. Titan Tarpley. Kamari Taylor. Chelsea Thompson. Sydney Thompson. Diogene Tobin. Denai Tony. Ryan.
We need another mic.
Microphone. Test.
Deshaun Towns. Daniel Trejo Saran. Loa Tripoli Paulo. Israel Tucker. Jolie Tucker. Polalicia Tumay. Pola Taisha Tomei. Emmanuel Turner. Emmeline Underwood. Samuel Urbanski. Josie Victor. Alejandra Villegas Soto. Dayton Walden. Samuel Weems. Michael Wilcox. Jarquise Williams. Jacob Wilson. Max Winner. Jaden Wright. Mauricia Yates. DeMarcus Young.
Remember to switch it.
Wait. Hang tight just a second. We still have people coming through there.
Okay, Landro gave us this.
Okay,
We
yeah,
will
just wait just a little bit. So, like, they just finished taking that picture there, so they'll be coming around shortly.
Okay. Can you put it back on? That's kind of important. Turn it on. Right, yeah. Okay. Literally. Oh. Changed it. Okay, I see Dayton. So when we see Max Winner, I guess we start. Yeah. Right, okay.
Good morning, fellow graduates, faculty, family, and friends. My name is Lindsay Mursky.
And my name is Evan Firestone. It feels surreal to be standing here today, at the edge of a new beginning. We made it through late night study sessions, challenging exams, and everything in between. But look at us now, ready to turn the page, or more so, the tassel.
Today, we are honored to help bring this chapter of our lives to a close.
But as we all know, this isn't the end of the story. Each of us has our own book filled with chapters that make us who we are.
For Evan and me, our first chapter began together in preschool. As 2-year-olds in the Cuddly Cubs class, we became friends and learned many important lessons that have stayed with us to this day.
Then, we each took our own paths. Our next 2 chapters, elementary and middle school, were written separately. We started to grow into who we are, shaped by our own challenges and accomplishments during these pivotal years.
High school became a shared journey for all of us. It was filled with memories, lessons, laughter, and maybe even a few tears. Whether you're an athlete, had the lead role in the play, or found new interests through the pathways, North Springs helped shape each and every one of us into the people we are today.
As this chapter comes to a close, we know that turning the tassel is like turning the page. Not an ending, but the start of something new. We have accomplished so much these past 4 years, and we know everyone will continue to succeed in the future. A few final announcements before we conclude the ceremony. To our guests and families, please remain seated until all graduates, honored guests, and staff have recessed out of the arena.
Students, please wait for your row to be dismissed and then meet your families outside the venue. Students will exit through gate 3 and all other guests will exit through gate 2. And now, what everyone has been waiting for, the turning of the tassels.
Get ready. Oh, okay. The graduation tassel is more than a decoration. It's a symbol of success, of effort, and of transition.
Moving it from the right to the left represents the step we're all about to take towards our future.
So without further ado,
graduates, please turn your tassels from the right to the left.
Congratulations! Congratulations, class of 2025.
All right, guys, are y'all staying up or are you going out? One, two, ready, hey.
Listen, raise your hand. Raise your hand if you're not going back on the bus. Look around you. Look around you. Notice the people around you that are not going back on the bus. Now, find somebody who is going back on the bus. Find somebody who is going.